pan playing. Hopefully everyone had a good Monday. Hello, hello. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes, let people come in. Thank you for the live. Great conversation tonight. And wait a few more minutes, give some people some time to come in. Hello, Megan. Hello, Chris. Everyone doing this Monday. Just gonna wait a minute or so. That's okay. Once the music stops playing, it'll be loud again. So hello, can you guys hear me now? Does it sound a little bit better? Welcome to All Things Pan. I am your host, Danielle George. As you can tell, we are sponsored by Pantastics 868. They have everything from tenor sticks to bass sticks. So if you go to their Instagram page and message them, tell them that I sent you, they can get the sticks to you. If you live in North America, message myself and I will get the sticks to you as best as I can. So I see we have some new followers, some watchers. Welcome, welcome. Like I said before, I'm your host, Danielle George. I am based in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. See my hair sticking up there. On this page, we talk to pan players, arrangers, tuners, builders, pretty much about all things pan. As you can tell, I have an empty chair here. He will be coming soon. But in the meantime, I do want to invite someone to our podcast tonight. Hello. Good. How are you?
All right.
That's good. That's good. How's your Monday?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad. I know I'm going to tell everyone you're recovering from Miami, I hear.
Yes. What
So
yes.
For those that don't know who you are, DeShawn, Mr. Bam Wallace, I've learned your middle name. Do you want to just kind of tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, as some may or may not know, I'm a drummer, arranger, pianist. Yeah, that's really the basis of me. I'm a very simple guy. Not too much.
Simple. That's it.
Yeah, very simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you're a drummer, a pianist, and arranger. What came first?
Piano pianist. I was a
Pan.
pianist at first.
Okay, so
Yes,
how did you get introduced to that?
Well, I've been playing piano since about the age of 5 with my grandfather, who may
Okay.
not know my grandfather, Philip. He's played with a lot of bands all over. Um, I believe the last band he's played with was BWIA Sonatas.
Oh, wow.
When I actually really got into the pan seriously, I also went into sonatas as well. So I've been playing from the age of 5, and as of recently, I say, you know what, the pan thing it's nice, but I love drumming. I love drumming. So me in pan and watching all these drummers, I'm like, yes, I want to. You know what? Let me try this drumming thing.
Yeah.
Let me try the drumming, and that's how both connected right there. And
Okay.
from there, drumming has just taken off for me.
Okay. So when you were playing pan, what was your pan of choice?
Uh, my pan of choice was bass.
Six
At
bass?
first, at first I was playing tenor bass.
Okay.
First I was playing tenor bass. Then when I moved on to playing with sonatas, I started playing 6 bass, and up from there, 6, 9, however many basses you could find, I played. Yeah.
So what's harder? Tenor, six, eight, nine?
The hardest pan for me to play that I've played
Yeah.
was, I would say, cello. I
Really?
played cello 1 year. It wasn't hard. It was challenging. It was something I wasn't really used to.
Right.
So, but cello was a bit challenging.
Okay. Normally people say tenor.
Nah,
No?
not really.
Oh my gosh. So you also said you're an arranger. How did that happen?
Well, arranging has always been one of my hidden talents. I've always been able to just listen to music and just sing different renditions of songs that I listen to on a daily basis.
Hmm.
And I decided, well, me talking with my grandfather, he pushed me, saying, you have all this music in your head, just put it out, play it.
Hmm.
And I started like recording things on the keyboard and playing it back for myself. And from there, it just kept pushing, kept pushing. I was like, no, let's try it with a band. Let's see how it comes out. And I was graced with the opportunity to arrange for Sonata Stateside for like 2 songs or so. Then
Yeah.
I went on to Pollution, where I did some songs with their stateside, and also I am the arranger for the junior band as of now.
Okay.
And from there, it's just from there. You know.
So what is your arranging process? Do you just start on keyboard? Does it in your head? Do you do the, it's just all
It's
depends?
it all starts in the head,
Okay.
but arranging is a feeling. What feeling do you get from the music?
Yeah.
What story can you tell with the music? So it's all just a thought process of the message you want to get across,
Hmm.
and I'm connecting with the crowd.
Yeah.
So that's really my main process when it comes to arranging.
Okay. When you arrange for certain bands, do you choose the song or do you just kind of give them kind of, these are the top 3 songs I would like to do? What song resonates with you guys?
Right, yes, that's what I'll give them a list of songs that I would like to do.
Hmm.
And based on the reactions throughout, like, say I would arrange the verse and chorus.
Yeah.
We'll see what we like the most. If we like say, Out and Bad, we go with Out and Bad.
Yeah.
Or Mashup, we go with Mashup. Stuff like that. But I give the band the choice.
Okay. Would you just rather do a song that they want to do that you don't want to do? Has that ever happened?
No,
No?
because then you run. I feel you
Yeah.
run the chance of kind of losing the interest a little bit of the
Right.
players.
That's fair.
The band will connect with you if you're playing a song that they want you to arrange.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
you gotta listen to your band. You gotta listen to your band. That's how I see it.
For future arrangers, listen to the band. I've noticed we have a lot of new people watching. I forgot to mention this, but if you're watching and you have a question that I haven't asked, please put it in the question bubble and I'll make sure he answers it because he can't go anywhere.
Do that. Okay, please.
Any
No, I'm
question is
open to
up for
all.
grabs. Don't listen to him. You mentioned Mashup. You won that for Miami this year. Congratulations.
Yes.
How did that win feel for you guys?
It was amazing. I'm
Yeah.
still on a high from it. But from 2021, when we came second with Backyard Jam, it to me it was like, how you say it? It was just a drive to just
Mm,
wanna come back. You know what? I didn't like what happened this year. But next year, you know what? I'm gonna change that.
yeah.
So it gave me the push to say, you know what? I'm not taking nothing less than first place this year. And from the end of 2021 till like what, 2 weeks ago, Friday?
About that,
Oh,
yeah.
last Friday. Okay.
Something like
Okay.
that, yeah.
Yeah. It was just the drive to want to win, and
Mhm.
it could be done without the band. It's not on me.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Hill Steel. Shout out to the Peso players that came along and support. Shout out to Wayne Bernard for all the series, all the help.
Yeah.
Can't thank that guy, but it was just it's just an energy, just a vibe, just to want to win.
Mm-hmm.
And that from 2021, I'm not taking nothing less than fifth. Like, yeah, fifth. Yeah. See, I get nervous now. You see,
It's okay. It's okay.
not less than.
When you
But yes,
arranged for this year, did you approach it differently?
no,
Did you?
no, I
No?
didn't.
Okay.
I took the song, I broke it apart, and what I try to do is I try to keep piece of the song in every section of the music. So whether I'm moving from verse and chorus to variation to minor, I try to keep a motif of the song in the music all the time,
Yeah. Yeah.
and um, really try to how I come up with the music is just I think of everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
Something I go through. It's some may be good, some may be bad, but some of us don't have that outlet to express it on an everyday basis. So I express my trials and tribulations through my music. I
Mm-hmm.
feel that's the best to connect with your crowd,
Yeah.
and I feel like I was very successful in that this year. Very successful.
Very successful. I agree. I agree. And you touched on something on where you like to keep some of the song in each part of the your arrangement,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like most arrangers should do because they start off with the verse, a bit of the chorus, and then they go off on a tangent and you forget what song they were
Right,
playing, and then yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
the best thing. Just keep your crowd engaged, but also constant reminder that this is what I'm playing. This is what's going on.
Hmm.
So also comes with the vibe as well. Keep the vibe the same. I
Yeah.
mean, you can change a little bit, but from my understanding of arranging, I'm not a master arranger, but from my understanding,
Yeah.
the groove, the main thing. Keep that groove.
Yeah.
Right?
What, even though you mentioned a few things, what are, for an
Mm-hmm.
arranger coming up that's just starting, watching you right now, what would you tell
Mm-hmm.
them? What is the main drive or the main advice that you would give them?
Don't be afraid to think out of the box. I did not see myself in as an arranger at all.
Okay.
When it comes to music, just think out of the box. Get out of your comfort zone. Explore different ideas.
Yeah.
But take constructive criticism. ask people what they think.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a band is how do they feel with that? That will push you to the top.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. There's a question that came in.
Oh Lord.
Well, it's a good question. It's a good question. What is the first song you arranged, and how did that turn out?
The first song that I've arranged. Are we talking Panorama or?
Just in general.
Well, the first song that I arranged was Dulahin. I don't know. I forgot who sang that song.
I can't remember, but I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah. I Dulahin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that for my grandfather's band for Pan Ivory. And
Okay.
that was when I realized I had the talent to arrange a song.
Mm-hmm.
And also rearrange the song when I went to Pan Evolution. Some may remember it, some may not, but I did rearrange the song, and it was also a success. Also,
So, how did
so
you rearrange it?
I changed the whole arrangement around. Just
Okay.
it's a band, so it's a different vibe from the music.
Mm-hmm.
So that I got from Pan Ivory was not the same vibe I got from Pan Evolution. So I had to change things around to suit them, and then
Right.
adjust to the times.
Right. Do you find that when you're arranging for different bands, you just kind of have to either challenge them or, lack of better terms, dumb it down to kind of match their mood or their playing style?
I wouldn't say dumb it down. I would say play to their strengths.
Their strength. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So certain bands, their strengths are front line, their
Mm-hmm.
strengths are back middles. So you have to understand. It comes with knowing your band. You have
Right.
to understand the band you have and where they flourish, and that will also dictate like certain pieces of music that you can use to help highlight the arrangement, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's their strengths and
Okay.
playing towards that.
When you're again, when you're arranging for different bands, how do you find out what their strengths are? Do you listen to them practice a few times, or do you kind of
Like,
watch videos if you can?
the best thing is listening to their stateside.
Okay.
Listen to their state and just having an open ear, just listening to which sections play the cleanest, the
Mm-hmm.
strongest, where there's more vibes than others, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's really about it. Just stateside, or if you just happen to go by, you put out a song for them, and you see, okay, this section is moving a lot faster than this one.
Mm.
This section may be a little slow, but they're strong. The vibes are nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just listening to the stateside, and if you go down and do a song with them, that's how you understand what you have to work with.
Gotcha. Gotcha. There's a question from Swank. I almost missed it. How does it feel about winning for the Junior Panorama, and will his plans change for next year?
The Miami Panorama. The Miami Panorama was a great win.
Yeah.
I went in there confident. I knew what we had, and it was just like I don't know how to explain it. It was just they put me on the spot with that one. But
So what does it mean?
plans, no plans have changed.
Yeah.
Plans are still the same. Come in next year and repeat. We're going for the hat trick,
Okay.
and one not accepting anything but first place. We're on a mission. Can't stop us now.
I feel that from here. So I see Gussie is in the chat. He should be somewhere else, but I'm gonna keep
Go
that
see
to
it.
myself. Um, I was gonna ask you about because you're based in New York.
Yes.
Do you also play, well, pan, drum, arrange in New York?
Yes, I drum in New York. I don't play pan anymore. But also, other than in New York, I travel out to Grenada and I play with a band called Pan Wizards.
Okay.
They welcome me out every year, and it's just a wonderful experience. And I
Mm-hmm.
would suggest anybody who ever get a chance, go out to Grenada and take in that panorama. It's wonderful,
For those
wonderful.
that don't know, when is it? Or do you have an idea,
Um,
roughly?
August, end of August. Yeah, sometime in August. I can't tell
Sometime in
you.
August? Yeah. Rester
Was
Grammy
it?
has a question. You can come back. Rester Grammy has a question. After the three-peat, what's your plan after that?
Keep pushing, keep
Keep
pushing,
pushing?
Pan. Keep pushing, Pan. The
Mm-hmm.
the the, the dedication doesn't stop there with the three-peat. It doesn't stop. But in the end, it's just pushing Pan music as far as we can take it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But for
Yeah.
me, if I win 10 in a row, I win 10 in a row.
You put it in the atmosphere, you put it in the universe, it may happen. Q said
So
it's
yeah,
first week in August.
Quinta.
Um, I was also going to ask, so since you're in New York, how do you see Pan in New York? Do you feel like it's heading in the right direction? Are you kind of stagnant? What's
Pan in New York is in great hands. I will say that.
Mhm.
Pan in New York took a hit due to the pandemic. A lot of big bands are now inactive at the moment, but there's still a lot of small bands here doing the handiwork of keeping the culture alive, keeping Pan moving. Bands
Mhm.
like Pan Evolution, Unison Steel, um, Island Interlude with Andre White. Am I missing anyone? I may be missing a few here and there,
Yeah,
but Pan in New York is in great hands,
yeah,
and it's coming back. Don't worry, it
yeah,
hasn't gone anywhere. Just went on a little break because of the pandemic or whatever, but
yeah,
Pan in New York will be.
yeah.
Trust me.
Do you, so from what you've noticed and mentioned, do you think it's heading in the right direction, or do you think there could be that
Yes,
more could be done? Yeah.
definitely heading in the right direction. I see guys, Mark Brooks, Kendall Williams, Odie. These guys are continuously pushing the culture in New York, finding ways to keep it alive, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah,
A
for
great,
sure,
great job. So it's
for sure.
the right direction.
Do you think more kids in New York are interested in Pan now more than ever? Do you see that?
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen of youths that want to come and play Pan now, and that's due to the groundwork being done, grabbing
Hmm.
some from school, introducing Pan in schools. I know a few people that do Pans in school, so that is bringing in the youths and introducing them to the culture, and they love it.
Hmm.
They love it. So that's
Yeah,
a great thing.
yeah, for sure. When you guys are introducing them to the culture, are you also telling them about the history and where it came from? Do you feel that's important as well?
It is important. I personally haven't introduced the kids to the history of Pan, but
Yeah.
some of them do. They
Mm,
some of them go home and search Pan themselves
that's
and
good.
try their best to understand where it's come from.
Yeah, that's good. Do you think there's a lot of resources for people that are new to Pan to look out and just get more information on themselves or for themselves?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, listen, the internet is the best thing.
Hmm.
There's all sorts of Pan on the internet, but there's also books. A guy, Ian Franklin,
Hmm.
is written a lot of books about Pan,
Yeah,
history of Panorama, stuff like that. He's always pushing his books, and there's other people out there that have material on the history of Pan. So there's multiple resources out there.
that's good.
It's just
Uh, yeah.
all right.
Swanky has another question. Again, for those that are just joining us, if you have questions, put it in the question bubble because I don't want to miss anything. We have them for an hour, and I don't want to miss any questions. Between yeah, between drumming and arranging, which one do you see yourself putting first? Yourself making, yourself putting, yeah.
Uh, It's
Oh,
hard to
this
say.
is a tough one.
It's hard. While I love drumming, and drumming has taken me so many different places,
Mm-hmm.
arranging is also becoming that. Is becoming that outlet for me to
Mm-hmm.
express who I am. Do I see myself doing one over the other? No.
No,
I
not
will
even.
find a way. I will find a way to make it. That's I can't see myself giving up either one.
Okay.
Either one.
Okay. When when you're doing arranging, do you find it easier, since you're a drummer, to arrange the drummers more than anyone else?
Um well, most of the time I'm arranging, I'm the drummer. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
just a feeling. Just
Yeah.
for me it's just I'm more studying the music than the percussion end because it's all in my head.
Right.
And when I sit behind the set, I will guide the rhythm section. Right. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. What are your plans for Miami Panorama next year? Do you kind of have a song in mind? Are you just gonna wait to see what songs come out?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't like to jump the gun. Let's
Okay.
see what comes up. See what everybody's feeling.
Yeah.
Um, and then it's really up to the band. If they
Mm-hmm.
want to go back and older song, it's up to them.
Mm-hmm.
And if they state songs, up to them. But
Yeah.
I will always best to put forth a great arrangement.
Yeah. How long does it normally take for you to arrange a song?
Ooh, depends. It really depends.
Okay.
Um, I would say roughly give me a month and change
Okay.
if I'm not too engulfed with drumming and arranging at the same time.
Yeah.
Um, this year was a little rough because this year I was drumming, I was in Grenada, I
Mm.
was arranging for the junior band, but as well arranging for the Miami band as well. So juggling all of that at one time. So it did take me a little longer this year, but um, I would say roughly a month or so, and
Yeah.
just feeling out. But
Yeah.
roughly a month.
So when you bring the arrangement to the band and you hear it, do you change it on the spot or do you just go home, think about it?
I will go home and think about it,
Yeah.
and then I'll also, like for instance, with the junior band, I would go and consult with Wayne
Okay.
or some. What do you think about this? What do you think about that?
Hmm.
Sometimes they would actually just come to me. I wouldn't have to ask. They'd be like, "Oh, this piece of music, that's nice. Leave that. Don't touch it." But yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely go and consult others and just see where I should change because they're playing it. They're
Yeah.
playing the music, so it's best to take that criticism from them.
Of course. Of course. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of congratulations in the chat, so I just want to get that out there.
Thank you, thank you.
Uh,
Even
um,
that done, getting moving. Okay.
did you expect to win just hearing all the other bands playing? Yeah, you
Now
just knew?
I didn't listen to most of the bands before they played.
Oh,
I was
okay.
more focused on what we had, and I was confident that what we had was it.
Hmm.
From to the energy to the production that was done behind the scenes, the smoke, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It was just an all around great production. So I was
Yeah.
confident from.
That's good. That's good. So that's the key. Be confident in what
Yeah,
you're doing. Yeah.
yes. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You do what
Hmm.
you have to do. In the end, you will heed the results.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a band that you would love to arrange for that you haven't yet, or even drum for?
Um, I would love to drum for Phase 2.
I feel
I
like
would
that's
love to drum.
everyone's like must have either phase two, Exodus, or Renegades.
Yeah. But I also, when I started drumming, I learned under their drummer, Leon Foster Thomas. So,
Wow.
yeah. If you watch me play, some of my movements and everything, I get from him. And just his self-expression, that's where I got it from.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching him play and how much emotion he puts into drumming, it's like, yo, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
That's that work.
So
But
you would say he's your influence when it comes to drumming.
he is
Yeah.
one of
Who
the
is it?
biggest in.
Yeah. Who is it when it comes to arranging?
It's multiple people. Multiple
Okay.
people. Um, him himself, Foster,
Mm-hmm.
as an arranger. Andre White, Johann Popwell. Um, we could go into Ken Professor Fillmore.
Yeah.
Sit back and listen to all his arrangements, and it's like I can feel what he's going with all of his music. I can feel all of it. So
Mm-hmm.
those are guys that I just really look up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like when you're listening to all your influences, are you pulling from any of them or just kind of making it your own? Do you still feel like you're finding yourself when it comes to arranging?
I am. I am.
Yeah.
And I do pull from them every now and then here. I would listen to something like, I like this.
Mm-hmm.
But how can I turn it into something that's me?
Yeah.
How can I same idea and turn it into something that's mine? So yeah, I do look back and listen to this piece of music. Sounds nice, sounds nice. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see what we can do with this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I see Gus is still watching. If you're outside, please come inside.
You hiding? You hiding good?
Right? He knew this
Hiding?
was coming. Um, I, Anyway, Slanky says, has a question. Do you see yourself arranging for any other bands?
As far as outside of New York and Miami, yes.
Okay.
If the chance, I may end up in Trinidad. There's a strong chance. Yes. But it's still talks.
Is it
Still
gonna
talk.
be a is it gonna be a large band, medium band, small band, single band, small band?
Small band.
Is this band north or south?
Not gonna say give it too
I
much
almost got it.
information.
Almost got it.
But it's still up in the air. It's a work in progress. Work
That's
in
good.
progress. But
That's good.
I'm not in any rush. When
Hmm.
the time comes,
Yeah.
so. But hopefully, I want to be able to arrange in all panoramas. We speak London, Grenada, St. Vincent.
Hmm.
Guy, heard Guyana have a panorama now. Well, they may have been had a panorama, but it's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Same
But
here.
so I want to travel. I want to go and arrange wherever I can.
Hmm. Are
So,
you gonna go to Tobago for their carnival or?
I wanted to, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, duty calls.
that's okay.
I
Next year.
yes,
So you just go from
I
Miami to
am.
Trinidad.
Yeah,
Just
the
one time.
flick.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh, Is
But
there so just going back to New York, is there anything that you would like to do in New York as an arranger or a drummer with Steelpan?
um, just to continue pushing the culture. That's really the only thing that I feel I need to do. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
my duty to join the ranks and continue to push the culture to others. Some people still don't know about Steel Pan, and I feel like that's why Steel Pan is not as respected by the outside community in New York because nobody
Right.
knows about it.
Right.
So if we push and continue to show the family environment of Pan, I think people will be more receptive to it.
Mm-hmm.
Start inviting people in just to come and listen. Yeah, some of the bands have yards in certain neighborhoods that don't really like Pan. Listen, one day go around. Listen, we're having a little barbecue, or we're having a curry cue. Come down
Yeah.
and good food and listen to the band.
Yeah.
Enjoy the atmosphere that we bring forth.
Do you
I feel
think
like
it would? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. No, okay.
Okay. I was just gonna say, do you think it would be possible to get all the bands in New York just to kind of do a New York tour to like different communities and
I do think it's possible.
yeah.
I do think it's possible. But we all as a collective have to come together and do it. It can't be piece here and then a little piece there. They don't want to. They're not
Yeah.
too. It has to be all of us. We're all one community.
Mm-hmm.
We're all. We can't go anywhere without all of us together.
I agree. I agree. And I feel like a lot of the pan communities around the world have that same problem where it's tough to get everyone together because this one has an issue with this person, and I don't understand why that is. Like we're all doing this for the culture.
We can say we're all doing it for the culture, but
Yeah. I
we
mean,
ain't gonna get it.
yeah. Yeah. But from my understanding, from the people that really love what they're doing it for the culture and to raise awareness of pan.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And that's all we can do. That's all we can keep continue to put Pan out on Front Street.
Yeah.
Show people what we're doing.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I get it.
And we'll
Uh,
go.
yeah. And I've noticed, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of people are putting pan albums together.
Yes.
You notice
Yes.
that? Yeah. And I
Yeah.
noticed there was this girl in Toronto, Joy Leps, actually got a nomination consideration
Oh, really?
for pan. Yeah. So, right?
Uh, yeah. Great.
So I think if we, and I think Andre White and Quate is also putting an album out next year.
I mean, that may be true. I haven't heard anything, but knowing Andre, he's always got
Right?
something going on. Always,
I, do you, in my opinion, I think that will help push pan a little bit more to the masses. Do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
because it once again it takes Pan to a different level to people that don't know about Pan. Now, instead of Pan just being Panorama, Pan is it's being considered as a genre of music. Like if you go to your iTunes, you don't see soca.
You
You
know,
see reggae, but you won't see soca.
we're under world music.
Right. So now what they're doing, making albums, expanding the culture, things like that will now create Steelpan as a genre of music globally.
Hmm.
So that's just my opinion to it.
Yeah,
So what they're doing is great.
yeah,
Great, great, great. You can't knock them for it. They're trying to keep Pan alive. Listen, that's what they do. That's what we
hmm,
have to do.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. Is it hard to have a space for pan in New York, or has it become easier since the pandemic?
it's a lot harder. It is a
A
lot
lot
harder.
harder.
Dude, right now, Pan Evolution has gotten lucky to be in a school. It seems
Hmm.
like that's where most of the bands will end up because it's the easiest place to get at the moment. But due to gentrification and stuff like that, some of the yards that the bands have had years before are unavailable. They're being filled up with sorry
It's okay.
with apartment. So it's very hard for bands to find yards now still, and it's only getting harder. Only
Wow.
getting harder. But
Is it?
we always tend to find a way.
Yeah.
We always find a way.
Is it
And
because you guys, is it because you guys aren't getting support in the arts from the government, or is it just a general?
I would say it is the lack of support as well from the government,
Mm-hmm.
but um, yeah, I would just really think it's just the lack of support.
Yeah.
Because I would think if you have someone in, let's say, the mayor's office that's a big supporter of Pan, this person would make sure get a building, put all the bands in one building. They
Mm-hmm.
have tons of vacant buildings in Brooklyn. Put all the bands in one building. Every band has its own section to where we're not bothering each other.
Right.
And on will solve piece of the problem. And
Yeah.
you'll see how far just off of that alone.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Hi, Michael, stranger. We're gonna.
My
uh,
cousin boy,
oh.
from a long time.
If you're free,
Very
Michael, you're
much.
more than welcome to come on the chat. Someone has a question here. Do you see yourself taking all praises for the winnings?
When you say all praises,
I guess all the congrats. I don't know. I don't think so. Because it's not only
it's
you. Yeah.
not only me. If I can arrange the music, if the band doesn't execute, what do we have?
Exactly.
If the driller is not on point with drilling the music, what do we have?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a team effort. It's never just one individual.
Yeah.
So no,
Yeah.
I don't take all.
And it
And
shouldn't be.
I don't know if people realize, even when the band celebrated on stage, I didn't go on stage. I sat back. That was for them.
Mm-hmm.
They did the work. I did a piece of it, but they did the work. They did the groundwork.
Yeah. It's like sports. You're the coach, and they have to execute what you gave them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And that's what a lot of people don't realize, that it is a team effort, and there's a lot of groundwork in the back that no one sees.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
And I will say the group in Miami, they have a powerful, powerful management team. Miss Mary Rodriguez, listen, hats off to you. She's done so much for the band to keep the
Mm-hmm.
band alive. And this is all praise to you. Because
Yeah.
without her, I wouldn't be there. Wayne wouldn't be there. The band would not be where it was if it wasn't for her sacrifices.
Right.
So
That's what people need to realize. A lot of people in the background are doing a lot of the work, and they don't get the praise that they need.
don't,
And
they don't.
they don't.
And some of them don't look for it because they do just because they love Pam. They love the
Mm-hmm.
band.
Yeah.
So they because. So
Yeah.
listen, we got our flowers.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Comparing Pan in New York and Pan in Miami, do you see a slight difference? Do you see more appreciation either way, or is it pretty much?
Um, it's roughly about the same.
Yeah.
Roughly about the same. I don't like to compare between the two, but
Yeah.
it's roughly about the same.
Yeah.
The
Going live, yeah. Oh, two buses on the other side. Good
Yeah.
night,
See.
then Bam, how you going, sir?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I cool. I just sightseeing at downtown on Jasper Avenue.
Yeah, I see it's running. I see it's running.
Yeah. that with Mr. Leeson. Yeah, he just showing me wrong a little bit.
Nice,
Okay.
nice, nice.
I'm gonna yell at him when I see him.
Oh no. I tell him I would take the responsibility for that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I kind of making up time for we had a partner there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
nice to see Bam. Boy, me and Bam, we had a good time in Grenada.
Yes, all the time,
Powerhouse drama.
brother. I would say in Grenada is the first time I see Gus play a pan, you know. Other than when he did it, I was like, Gus? What? I'm playing a
That's
pan wicked.
that's the
Like,
thing people
wow.
don't know about Gus. Gus can play.
I used to play. I wanted to be a professional player, but after being in the course and seeing people like Joshima and them, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on this tuning thing. Yeah, but I enjoy playing, man. It's one of the things that you could, just kind of lose yourself and express yourself, kind of forget about everything. But yeah, the
Yes,
tuning, the
definitely.
tuning took over. Playing was the first love.
Right.
Not when he's tuning. You should see him play, man. He can.
So yeah,
I
you had
watch
to
Gus
learn.
and Gus.
You had to learn to showcase the pan to get it soul. You must
I
be
see
able to
Gus catch a
sample it.
stick. I say Gus had a jump. So, what? This Gus? Man.
So, if you guys don't know, Gus is in Canada, in Edmonton. He's been tuning my band um, for the last 2 days and other bands, and we're going to Calgary tomorrow, actually. But I've learned a lot when Gus was tuning our band. Like, I didn't even know the skirt of the pan of the tenor can either be an E flat or a D. I don't know if anyone knew that. I just learned that.
Yeah, but that's depending on the length. So the average length for a high tenor is usually around 6 inches. Some people cut it 5.5, 6 inches, right? That length does always give you a tone between D and E flat. So most time those notes at the outside of the pan tend to resonate with the skirt, and you kind of get a kind of feedback, a kind of dissonance.
Learned
So you might
something
hear
new.
a note, yeah, you might hear a note sounding funny, but like when you check the skirt, you realize, oh, the skirt is a C or is a C sharp. So it kind of interferes with that note.
Hmm.
See,
See, we all learned something today,
learn something new every day.
right? And then just watching him tune, I didn't know that there was like a harmonic part of the pan of the note. And what else, Gus?
Yeah, basically harmonic, we call it different partials. So we have the fundamental, which is the actual note. Then you have your octave. You have the fifth, what we call like probably the second partial, the third partial. Like it have a whole lot of stuff in there that has contributed to that one song. So just as they was asking Bam if he would take all the praises, like it's a whole team working in that one note, no? To create that one
Mm-hmm.
song you're hearing from that single note.
Mm-hmm.
So what has happened a lot of times they never use much harmonics in the past before Bertie Marshall and them came on the scene. So how harmonics does work, if I have a C note, a C4 note, and you have a G at the side, over like 10 to 20 instruments, when that C note is played, if the G not consistent, you have G sharp or you have a E, or you have a lot of different harmonics, then you get a lot of distortion in a band setting. So the pans would sound good by itself, but if the harmonics not all line up and consistent, then and that's where you get a rich song. Apart from the actual fundamental note, those are the harmonics in the background doing its thing, naturally.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You have any questions for him? Because every time I see him tuning a pan, I have a new question.
I don't have much questions, but when you come in New York, when we go online, that is what. Come in New York.
But I ain't sure, but the way how the year started back, and as they started to lift all the restrictions, I just kind of took whichever opportunities came first. Now.
Right.
So now that things open up properly, I'll be able to plan better for next year. 'Cause I actually wanted to come back to New York, but you know the bones getting old, the flying kind of catching up with me.
It's all in your mind. It's in your mind. Don't worry about that.
Exactly. That's what I've been telling them.
It's good that you're making moves, man. I like that. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I just thankful and just embracing it and just doing the best I could.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah, Michael, we'll get that sorted.
Michael, why don't you punch?
Is Michael taking you to Africa, Bam?
Michael, you taking me to Africa? No. Unfortunately, but I know
Next time.
if he
You
could,
could be his drummer.
exactly.
Come to Florida. It's not cold on the bones. You can handle it. That's what someone's saying, Augustus.
Right?
Canada,
Canada coolness is a different, well, not just Canada, but Edmonton is a different blast, right?
yeah.
Why are you doing that? Why would you?
Is a different blast.
I'm trying to get people to come to Edmonton. Why?
Now we go handle the cold, man.
They would come in the warm time.
Well, our warm time lasts like 3 weeks, so.
No, what today is actually good. I came outside cloaked up and I was like, I saw Mr. Lisa in his shirt and his pants. I was like, but the place hot, boys. It's shocking. The weather confused out here, though.
It's very bipolar. I'm telling you, it's during our carnival. Even then, sometimes it's cold.
I mean, I can't even in New York. Panorama night, freezing cold behind the museum.
Mm-hmm.
No joke.
Why, you guys? Canada is nice.
Yeah. It's actually nice seeing it with all the snow and stuff. And my tour guide did an excellent job here, man. Yeah, we ain't finished yet. This Mr. Joseph. Is that old Sando, man from Sando, boy.
Nice.
It's always nice as they play the song Caribbean Connection. It's always nice when you travel and you meet people from back home.
Right.
You talk, you find out if you know this song, you know that what school you went to and stuff. So the Caribbean Connection always keeps going on, man.
Mm-hmm. We are everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
Some hiding in the crevices and some of it.
I don't know why people come to the cold. There's warm climates in the world. I don't know why.
Sometimes
it's good one. Yeah, no, I was going to say one of the good things is getting to experience the different countries and to see, but just get a little idea of how people live and what they have to endure on a yearly basis. No?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's good to sit home and you watch on the internet and you see people make posts and stuff and it's like, oh yeah, that looking cool, that looking it. But sometimes you don't really understand what some bands really endure to stay alive. No?
Right. So true.
Yeah.
It's only when they get there and you start to do the up and down and you see what some have to go through just to make sure that Steelpan stay alive. I mean, that's commendable to a lot of the bands really fighting the fight out here.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah. And I think we need to get more support from our governments and our communities around the world to help the steel bands out. Even if there's one band flourishing, they should be able to go to the other band, hey, this is what we did to get to where we are right now. And I don't know why bands aren't doing that.
Yeah. Like sometimes we get so much into the competition that we forget. We forget about being our brother's keeper now.
Mm-hmm.
We are all one.
Yeah,
We don't
you could
each
see
other.
Bam. You could see Bam in New York by Pacer. They could see Bam in Grenada, or you could bounce him up in Miami. But at one point, we might be on the same team. The next time, we might be competing against each other. So, but in the end, it's just a competition. We riding hard still.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah. There's a question here from Michael. Bam, what do you think about these social media pan stars? Who do you know can't actually play? Wow.
Michael, behave yourself. That is all I say to that one. Behave yourself.
I'm not going to name any names, but he did ask the question, so.
Boy. Michael he look at this. But
Yeah. Sherwin has a comment here. Change your way of thinking or you'll keep reliving the same experiences.
I agree.
Big up to Showing. I saw Showing earlier in DC.
Mm-hmm.
You have to check out. Yeah, you have a nice pair double seconds from Kyle and Levy.
Nice.
Yeah. Showing and them they're doing a great job. I saw they had the halftime show. They actually had Steelpan playing for a football game halftime. That was really, really nice, right?
Yeah.
Storm.
And places
Yeah,
going never see it.
congratulations on that because just the logistics, just thinking of planning, getting everybody like that a lot of work, right? But you all made it happen.
Thinking
Mm-hmm.
out of the box, thinking pan.
Yeah. And
True.
we have enough steel band worldwide for that, to do that. And a halftime game, they see a full orchestra just blazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But pan will be in the Super Bowl, replacing all these singers. Pan can do that.
Yeah, you just had to keep on working hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that happens, I will cry.
Yeah, but recently when I passed through Toronto, me and Ed we was looking at some older videos and we saw Hugh Board with Liberace and these guys were basically doing it. Pan was at the top, boy. The people they talk about they played alongside and who they met in person. And this was back in the days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Liberace and Hugh Board, they taught the world basically playing Steelpan. So I think it's time we need to get back up there now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's about time.
Yeah.
It's about time.
What do you guys think we need to do for that to happen? We've done football games. I've seen Pan at NBA games. Do you think we're doing enough?
Continue to think out of the box. Keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more collaboration. Huh? We need more collaboration with bands, not just where you set up and you play a thing. I play my repertoire. We have a good time. Like we were more like coming together. So like how they had like the 1,000 pound event in Japan. I think they had one in London some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
More events like those, coming together. The great minds, the great arrangers, tuners, everybody. And yes, the original music are showing, say.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a lot of people who wrote, they have a lot of own compositions, but we need the people in these spaces who could assist to help push the music now, push the original composition.
True.
So in that way, the guys will be able to get royalty. Everybody wanna be able to kind of live off of the art form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
True.
Mm. If anyone has any questions or comments, put it in the question bubble below on the third one on the right.
Yeah. Well, I will be on the move because the tour almost finished, but I waiting for Mr. Earl to contact me. So that's the reason I ain't get back yet. So you kind of killing time for that.
See, I see.
Yeah. So I'm yeah.
I was gonna say, Bam, would you like to come to Edmonton to arrange?
Love to. I
Yeah.
would love to.
I thought you got scared because Mr. Gus said it was cold.
Nah, Bam know
Hey, New York,
about coldness.
it's cold
But
here wicked too.
this is a different cold.
It kind of scared me now a little bit, but nah, I would love to. I
Yeah,
would love to.
yeah. Would you?
Any up
I'm just asking for a friend. Would you bring a band from New York?
if it's possible.
Okay.
But um, I mean, if it's possible, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
why not? But just to expose them to how you guys do things out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
Have you toured with a band
so,
before? Have you done that or
board, I haven't toured with a band.
no? Okay.
Peso had a heat wave tour where we did multiple gigs in over across the, I mean, how you say it. We traveled. Sorry,
That's right.
say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my only tour. And
Yeah.
then when I travel to it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to.
Okay. I'm planning something next year, so we'll talk.
Love it.
Sherwin has a question, I believe. Bam, congrats on the Panorama win. By chance, did you score the arrangement so that I can replay it later at a later date?
Right. I did not score it as yet, but I'm going to score it.
Okay.
A lot of people are looking for the score. I'm going to score it. So stay in contact and I get it over to you. I got you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Have you scored all of your arrangements or have you just kind of left it?
I've scored Backyard Jam and some of my stateside arrangements. But other than that, like I did Out and Bad. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
score that. And Mashup I didn't score as yet.
Okay.
But I definitely plan scoring Mashup as
Is
soon
it
as possible.
is it on like hand notation for people to buy so you can get money for it?
I'm not really looking for money for it.
Oh,
It's all about
okay.
spreading the music.
Nice.
So
I love that. I love that.
I'm
Have
not looking.
you, yeah, have you arranged for a band in other parts of the world? Have you done that yet?
No, not
No?
yet.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to tapping into all parts of the world.
Okay. I might give you a job then.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Make the
Yeah.
call.
I have your number now, so.
Yeah.
Uh, the music can't. I see a few comments here from Sherwin. That's the key. Score is everything. The music can't
Everything.
be dying in thin air, and I agree.
Correct.
I agree. There's a lot of music out there that you either have to listen to just to hear every single section because they're not scored,
Right.
and it's difficult at times because I've tried it and I was just like, I give up. It's too much going on. Yeah,
And I just realized that recently how important scoring. And
yeah,
I didn't really get into that when I started arranging, but as time went on and seeing how easy it is for others
hmm
to go back into music just because it's scored. So you know what? Yeah, this is something I have to do. I
yeah.
have to.
And I think at the same time that will also help elevate where Pan is because it's music
Correct.
that's easy to access. So
Yes, definitely.
yeah, there's another question here from Rastagrami. Do you guys plan on investing in recording, or is this panorama scoring the only priority?
No. So I'm glad you asked that question. as we said, guys are recording albums.
Mm-hmm.
And just Panorama, yeah, sometimes it becomes the main focus. That's not the ending goal. We should, as a community, continue to keep our music pumping, and that's one way to keep it pumping is to record.
Mm-hmm.
Go to those. Listen, we want to record a few songs here, create an album. That's one of the main ways to continue pushing the art form.
Yeah.
So, yes, recording is one of the goals.
Yeah.
Not just Panorama.
Are you going to do an original composition as well? Has that been a thought for you?
It hasn't been a thought. I'm still new, still getting there.
Yeah.
But I plan on it.
Okay.
Something to try.
Okay. Gus, the question's going to you too, because we all know you can play pan. Are you going to do some original stuff?
Gus, wake up, man. Wake up.
I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get the question.
No, I said, since we all know you can play pan very well, are you going to do an original composition and record it?
Well, actually, I have a partner supposed to do a recording from we kind of struck a deal some years ago to get some one of these interface for his studio now. So he promised me, he said he need to record an album. So I was just going and do a couple covers, and he was like, nah, original music. You want to get royalties and you want to get everything. So that will be in the making soon.
Nice.
Then everyone will get to see how amazing Gus is. Cause
That is a CD, so they wouldn't see me.
That's okay. They'll know it's you. A music video will come out soon, and then they will see you.
Yeah. But you see, that's the thing with music, but you don't have to be the best player. It's about putting out stuff out there for persons to enjoy. But you're looking at replay value. Music you would enjoy, you could listen to over and over, you could have on repeats. Like there are certain tracks. Have you seen one of my tracks from Victor Provost? Symphony in G. Or some like a song like that, you could just have it and repeat and listen to it over and over. And that's the kind of stuff I looking to do. Is not so much showcasing all you could play good, but you want people to enjoy what you put out. Now you don't want to put out 100 songs and people only listen to one or two. But you know, you want to put out stuff with substance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rastagrammy has a question here. Do you encourage the youth to learn as much as they can about the music business? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's without.
I mean, me. I think these kids do that themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They go and they do the research. They do it themselves. You don't have to encourage them, but it is good to have that push behind. It is always good to have that push.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yep. Panhead has a question. What would you guys recommend to someone learning improvise on pan? That's a good question because I'm still learning.
Myself. So Gus, can you?
That's the questions for you.
Improvising, I learned to improvise by force, right? So how I started, I got the opportunity to travel with a band called Siddiqui. Back in 2007, we went to Dolly Parton's theme park. They had a world festival, and there's a band called Siddiqui that used to go there every year between Dollywood and Silver Dollar City. They used to have a world festival every year, and surprisingly, Akua was the tenor player. He was one of the tenor players there, and I think he started UE at the time. I was working in Panla, and Mario was the tuner, Siddiqui, and he was like, Gus, come and go on this trip. There, a nice opportunity for you. He said you can learn the music and stuff. The only thing is you need to know how to improvise. I said, boy, I don't mind taking the trip, but I don't know how to improvise. So what I did, for starters, I listened to the entire CD and all the improvising on the CD. I kind of learn it back, keep rewinding it, listening and keep learning because, well, once you tune in, you kind of learn to hear intervals very well. No? So, there's a minor third movement, a major third, a major six, a semitone, that kind of thing. And so the first thing is more like what they call transcription is the proper term. You could do a lot of transcription. You kind of learn improv that other people did, and then you could probably analyze it to see what they use over the score or why they go there. Like if you had the opportunity to check out people like Andre or the Kyle Noel or different soloists from wherever, we could ask them, well, why you play this line here, and they could give you a full analysis of, well, you know, the chord is a D minor 6, so I really add this note to create a tension or to extend it, or you know. But like for me, I always harass like Natasha or anybody who I see improvising and thing, like, yeah, that'd be like a zombie. Anybody we could see playing pan and they improvising, I looking to go and ask them, hey, that line you play, they show me that line. Like why would you play this line? Why you play this line here? And you know they would explain that. Natasha really good at it. She have something called music gym. And she said the whole concept was like how people would go to the gym to work out and stuff. You could do that musically. So anybody take the instruments, you go down to music gym in Trinidad, and they would do warm-up exercises and play different scales and lines. And in the end, they would have a jam, and you kind of try to learn the concept of using certain licks and riffs and stuff. I think there's a good place to start by, but for me, if I had to advise anybody, I would say probably learning transcription. Well, that's after you learn your skills and stuff, learning chords and them kind of stuff.
Yeah. I was going to ask, do you think it's important for pan players to know music theory?
Yeah, I think knowing best of the both worlds. But some people kind of take it as, well, if you don't know pan theory, you can't play pan, which is that's a no because once they could hear properly, but it would be good to have best of the both worlds. So that way you could help to score. You could score your music. You don't have to look for somebody to score your music. You could score your music, and your music would live on even when you're not here anymore. No?
Yeah. Wow. Does anyone else have any questions? I have a question for Bam. Should I call you that or should I call you DeShawn? What do you Okay. All right. What is one thing that no one knows about you?
So I'm an armed guard. A lot of people don't know that about me. And I'm going into the police department soon. Very, very soon.
Okay. So we're in
Can't
safe
tell
hands when you're around, is what you're saying.
All the time.
Okay. If I need security in New York, I know who to call. Oh my God. Yeah, so if anyone doesn't have any questions, we've been on for over an hour. So it's been a good session.
Yes.
It has.
Yes.
It has. If anyone has any questions, this is your last chance. I would just want to thank DeShawn Bam Wallace for coming on All Things Pan. It was amazing. I want to congratulate you on an amazing win this year. Can't wait to see the rest.
Appreciate it. But I want to thank you and for all that you're doing to bring Pan into the light. Even with it's wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It honestly means a lot because if those that are just joining, I'll give you a little backstory. During the pandemic, I was honestly going pan crazy. I was looking for music. I was looking for just things just to learn more about pan because I literally just grew up in Edmonton, Alberta. I didn't get a chance to travel to Trinidad to talk to other pan players. So I just thought this will be a good way for me to learn as well as people that are also looking for more information and to get to know their favorite pan player or arranger or tuner. So that's the only reason why I did this. And I I've learned a lot, honestly. So yeah,
But love what you're
appreciate it.
doing.
Thank you. You're more than welcome to come back on if you have anything coming
Anytime.
up, like another win. You can just come on.
Well, as I say, I'm back.
Awesome. Augustus, enjoy the rest of Edmonton. I'll let you go.
Yeah, we on south is on the south side.
Oh wow.
Going on to White House
Like,
now.
Yep. Bill, you're taking them all over Edmonton. I love it.
Yeah. Because that's one of the things being a tuner for plenty years. You just travel and you go to London, you go to Grenada, you go to America, and you don't do a lot of the regular tourist stuff. Now it's just Spaniard where you're staying. So like this year, Junior and them was like, Gus, you know what? You always come in here and tuning and leaving. We going out tonight, boy. So like literally drag more. They say ain't getting away at all. So, I'm just trying to do more. As much as working hard and stuff is good, it's good to have a balance in life as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they the third time I hear and it's the first time I seeing all of this and learning about all these different places, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you guys for coming on the show. Thank you for everyone watching. It's been a great conversation. We have to do this again, definitely, because I feel like there's a lot to talk about that we aren't talking about. So we need to get that out there.
Thanks again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good night, Joe. Please bring them back safely.
I know. Yeah. And good hands. And good hands here. I just need to sort out this final business here,
Yeah.
It looking shaky, but we'll see how it goes.
Shall we make some phone calls?
Oh no. You're not a good gangster, nah.
We have Bam here. He can be your security. He can.
Yeah, Bam, but if possible, it would be nice to see you for the bomb competition.
Yeah, I trying to work something.
I know your hands full too.
Yeah. But we go see by the end of this week.
But Daniel, thanks for having me. Is a pity I couldn't be live as in Edmonton, but nonetheless it was fun.
Always.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, have a good night, guys. We'll definitely keep in touch. And tune in next week I'm doing something new next week. So I want everyone to tune in.
Okay, nice.
And if you are a panelist or tuner or ranger, I want you to chime in because it's going to be a good one next week. All right?
I like that.
Okay, nice.
All right, so have a good night.
Yeah,
and we'll see you next week.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Take care.